Hello and welcome to the DFS underscore PhD show for today, the 3rd of February. Remember, you're good enough, you're strong enough, and gosh darn it, someone's got to win that money. Might as well be us. KC Rooks did pretty well last night. I think this was the best one I saw in the chat score-wise. Whitmore went off, Zion went off, and off late news was low owned. And we also had Valanciunas getting a few extra minutes despite Zion actually being in late, so that was a bit confusing. But congratulations to everybody, and congratulations to me because due to Saberson late swap not working out with all my rules I have in place, I was stuck with a lot of Jonas Valanciunas at one point. So, and my $1 lineups did pretty well, and a few, but it was fine just pushing money around. And here's some notifications on Twitter. Okay, where's my build? All right, so again, thank you for joining me. I don't say that enough. Please like, comment, subscribe, boost us in the algorithm. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's good to get a win in there. Feel renewed in the process. And yeah, this is yeah, kind of a mess slate. I hope we get some news, and I hope it's the same news because it's been pretty easy to figure out what to do with these teams when Anunoby is out. That was crazy. I pulled up the popcorn machine for it. Precious Achiuwa played the entire second half. Did you guys see that? He played the entire second half of this team. It was wild, man. Not even Brunson did that. Brunson took like 4 minutes off or something. Anyway, Precious played 43 minutes out of 48 minutes. It was insane. So anyway, you play Precious Achiuwa if Anunoby is out again. It's out of control. Plus we have, yeah, Grimes is still out. Anyway, so Grimes being out is why you're going to wind up with a lot of Miles McBride. He's just going to get more opportunities. His opportunities are going to be in that shooting guard position or in creating and getting what's his name some more shots. Brunson. So regardless, 65%, I'll just match the field on that, maybe go a little higher. Yeah, I'll just match the field on that. But he's core. I mean, he's core for a reason. Everybody else likes him too. And same deal with Richaun Holmes. Like, we'll have to watch what happens in that game, but they played him a lot. And so if they start him again against the big guy, I mean, play Richaun Holmes. Don't overthink it. Play Richaun Holmes, play Doncic without Kyrie, and play Miles McBride. Now beyond that, what's his name? Got a little expensive, Josh Green. So like he's fine, but I'm only getting to like 15%. Yeah, I'm not jamming. I think Tim Hardaway is somewhere I was expecting to see more of. I cap him. No, I'm just getting 20%. Okay, that's fine. Tim Hardaway with what's his name still out. We still should get to some of him. But yeah, I guess a 7x stand is fine with Kyrie out. Okay, what else we got? I don't know. I don't think there's a reason to be overweight on DeMar. I'll match the field on DeMar. He's clearly underpriced, but also he clearly just like still has to hit 100 mid-range shots, which feels like flipping a coin a zillion times. He sometimes gets there. It's just like, I don't know. Is it going to be tonight? I don't know. Same thing with Vooch. Like, I don't know. These guys all seem like you're flipping a third coin. So let me dial them back to a third probability. I think I'm running like 30 lineups today. That's the plan. Because I don't really like the slate. And hey, the last time that happened, I wound up at the optimal. So let's get that news in. I do think, 10 teams, still a fair number of guys, at least 100 guys. So expect some late news. Who knows what it'll be? I hope it's Anunoby out, and that's in the latest game, right? So my exposure is a lot to that game too, right? Yeah, Knicks and Dallas. So that's kind of my plan. I mean, aside from these Kuminga and Draymond, they're fine. But now that I've said that, let me go ahead and limit them a little bit because they're not that good of options. Maybe 25% option, 20, a little bit more for Kuminga, maybe 35% option. But I want to have most of my plays being in these later games so that I can swap. Okay, I'll have to rebuild later. But I don't want to have too much of the early games because number one, Milwaukee and Dallas, a really high scoring game, so you can swap onto pieces of that if you need to. Oh, Cleveland and San Antonio, another great game. I mean, it's right there. So 5:30 has a lot of great options, and I don't really think, I mean, a lot of points in Golden State, Atlanta, so have some pieces for sure, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not jamming anybody from that game. Clay, like, ugh, I don't want to be overweight Clay at 6K. No. No thanks. Clay will get shooter percentages, and if he hits his shots, great. Yeah, that's fine. I have him marked for shooter. Oh, and now everybody fits somehow. That always confuses me. I was expecting it to pop up the error again. Okay, so a little bit more Okongwu, that's fine. Malik Monk popping up now in a way that I kind of wasn't expecting. That's a little bit surprising. What's going on there? Oh, he's getting more minutes. Are they just assuming Malik Monk gets more minutes? The problem is, yeah, a third chance that he does keep getting those minutes seems about right, but you have to recognize how shaky that value is. Okay, so do I have any other rule? I didn't set any rules today yet. Just don't really see anything yet today. I've changed a few of these guys' projections, but it's mostly like Hartenstein not being good enough yet. Like, so what are they doing? When are they going to project Hartenstein for an appropriate number of minutes again? I guess never. But anyway, I increased the projection for Hartenstein minutes to like 36. Yeah, because that's how much they run him when it's a close game. Now, hopefully we get some crazy news like that Isaiah Jackson is the only center news, and I played a top in as well. But anyway, let's see. Who scored there? Is it Trippier? Oh, nice. Okay, so what do we got? Hartenstein, Hardaway. Yeah, just the things I've already said. I didn't really change very much today. I left 200 on the table. That's actually a little too restrictive. So when I rebuild, I'm going to leave 500 on the table. I forgot it was a short slate. So got a little bit more wiggle room is probably fine, I would say, on this current slate. Again, the only news we're waiting on is, I mean, let's look at it. Statuses, there's not that many dudes. Kleba, so probable. Where I guess we're assuming him in, and that makes one of our value plays a little bit shakier, right? If Kleba's in, then we don't really want as much of who's that guy? Richaun Holmes, right? Weren't we playing Richaun Holmes because Kleba was out? I don't know. I'm gonna probably dial back the Richaun Holmes levels because that was, I thought, a Kleba. I guess there's a Derrick Jones Jr. component of that as well. I guess if Derrick Jones Jr. is out, maybe they play Richaun more. They haven't really shown an inclination to play him, so now that I see Kleba is probable. Wait. Let's go to the popcorn. Popcorn machine, help me out. Who do we have for the last Dallas game? Was Kleba in when Richaun Holmes got all that run? What was the rotation? Am I missing something? Here it is. Game flow. Kleba was in, and they started Holmes and played him 30 minutes, and he closed with the scrubs. That's great. I mean, all right, well, undoing it, undoing the undoing. He's definitely, I mean, if he starts and he's great. So undoing that limit that I had. See, I talked myself out of stuff, you know? That's how it goes. You got to be an impartial observer of your own reality, like we all are capable of. No, nobody is capable of that. Try to recognize your own biases, though. That'll get you. That's a generally a good comment. Okay, so Kuminga, Miles McBride, Vooch, yeah. Okay, these are all great. I don't feel strongly about anybody. So that's what you're seeing. You're seeing a bunch of not strongly about anybody. A bunch of third plays, a bunch of strong plays, but generally speaking, we're gonna wait for news on this slate. Otherwise, we're gonna play Mavs. So remember, you're good enough, you're strong enough, and gosh darn it, someone's got to win that money. Might as well be